Hi everyone. I just wanted to come out here and want to give you an update on the twin flame current energies. A lot of channeling and purging has been happening, and I feel that this is the right time to connect with the collective and come across about what is happening in the twin flame universe. So if this is something that is of interest to you, please stay tuned with me. Also, this video, the full video, will be posted on my channel tomorrow. Loosen your grip. Now, the first thing that I'm picking up here is that for all the DFs, you're trying to hold on to something. You're trying to control something. You're trying to hold on to something. That is something that you really need to release. Learn your triggers, what is triggering you, what is still triggering you, okay? Your twin flame is basically your mirror. You can literally see all your triggers there, and you have to start working on it. And you have to start letting go of one trigger at a time. If you're still feeling anxious, if you're still feeling overwhelmed about their behavior, about what you are doing, then perhaps it is time to reflect, We, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So now here, what you guys have to do is basically surrender to the universe and let the unconditional love sort of flow in. Yeah. Unconditional love, that means, so like it's more like a mother's milk, deep love, birth as a portal. It sort of represents that something within you, like the ascension that you're looking for, the spiritual ascension that you're looking for, will going to happen once you the energies of unconditional love. Similarly, the bond that mother has with their child, with no expectations, the child can do whatever the child wants, right? But the mother still loves them anyway. And that is the kind of energy that the universe and the divine wants you to embody. This is really difficult, I know, but that is something that once you come into that energy, that is when you will going to give birth to something which is aligning with your soul purpose. So if you are ascended DFs and you're looking for that, what is my soul purpose? Just try and recognize, are you really into these energies right now or not? Okay. And the third collective that I have here is that there are still some codependency issues. There are still some boundaries issues. Either you are not respecting the other person's boundary or you're not building your own boundaries. So there is a need for you to literally reflect. Now, how I feel here is that this collective is basically a newly awakened people, right? This collective is the one who is far in their DM and DF's journey, in their twin flame journey, right? They are way further ahead because they are about to align themselves with their soul purpose. And this collective is basically someone who has an awakening, who has accepted the connection, who is learning how to work through their triggers. All right. So if you can resonate with any of the piles, we'll get started with the reading, okay? I'm going to be picking up this collective first. Let's just see what is coming through via tarot. Also, just to remind you, this will be posted on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, let's just see. What is the twin flame current energy for this collective? What is coming up for you guys? Five of Pentacles. The Empress. In this collective, what I feel here is that it is very, very difficult for you to the waiting, the watching, when the DM comes to DF, You coming into Empress energy means you are flowing, right? You are you are living your own life, and when something happens, it will happen with the masculine. But that is now it's kind of weighing down on you. You cannot do that. You cannot flow. You're like, what is happening? I want to meet them. I want to reach out to them. I'm feeling lonely, but this is something that is kind of triggering you now. I'm not saying that you're not doing your inner work, okay? You're definitely doing it, but there is something that's still triggering. King of Cups, lot of love that you're feeling. There could also be a way that you guys are sensing each other's energy during the time when you guys are not together, because clearly this is a case of no contact separation, twin flames and separation, which is going on. Nine of Pentacles. Yep. The moon at the bottom of the deck. Clearly, you guys are thinking how to literally flow during these times of despair, how to not feel the love, how to not sense the energies, right? How to actually focus on yourself, focus on your career, focus on your business. How can I literally do that when if someone is there in my mind all the time? Day and night, because we have sun and the moon both there. With the moon energy, you're definitely working on your intuition, but there are also fears and triggers around it. You are aware that you have to ascend. You are aware what are your triggers. But when those triggers happen to you, that is when you're like, what is happening? Why now? I thought I was just past this, but then it's still happening. Yeah. Yeah. It's really difficult right now for this collective to not focus on the masculine and focus on themselves. That is something that I'm picking up here. Let's just check some more. Clarify Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Five is a number which is associated with Mercury, and Mercury is basically about communication, okay? With Five of Pentacles and Five of Swords, there is either you guys are not communicating, and even if you guys are communicating, there is some sort of conflict which is arising every now and then, right? Some sort of conflict which is coming into picture. Clarify the Empress. Whoa, 1 second, one card at a time. The Emperor. You guys, the Empress is definitely thinking about the Emperor. And then we have Five of Wands. That is a conflict that is going on within yourself about why they have to act like this, why they have to trigger me like this. There are different aspects, like some of you are perhaps on a different situation on your journey. That for some of you, it could be more like, why aren't they replying to the text? For some of you, it could be more like, why can't they just listen to what I say, okay? For some of you, there is no reaching out. There is no communication. While this person is also sitting there and wondering and looking up, I mean, what are you doing? And you're like, what are they doing? And it's like, no one is basically coming into alignment because there are clearly a lot of conflict which is happening. Clarify King of Cups. The Star. Now, here what I feel that both of you, the Empress and the Emperor, they have to literally work on their triggers. The King of Cups is an energy where someone is emotionally stable, very calm, very composed, very compassionate. And that energy, both of you have to embody. And Star is the energy of healing. And once you do that, once you calm your emotions, once you have unconditional love towards each other, that is when you are going to start to heal this relationship and yourself and your masculine and your feminine, vice versa, whosoever is watching this reading, okay? Clarify, Nine of Pentacles. That is Knight of Swords. Now, this is coming with in the line of Emperor energy. So that is you when feminine energy is basically working on themselves, focusing on stabilizing their emotions, healing themselves. With Nine of Pentacles energy, focusing on their job, on their business, on their finances, on their divine purpose. That is when the Emperor will going to rush in. That is when the Emperor will going to rush in. Clarify the Moon. Two of Pentacles. You sort of go in and out of the positivity, you know? So I'm not saying this collective who's watching this reading, I'm not saying that you guys are not healed. You are. You have done a great inner work and you have come a long way. You've come a long way. But with the Two of Pentacles and the Moon energy, you sort of go in and out, you know, sometimes. The triggers are still happening, which is a good thing. Like you have now started to acknowledge those triggers and started to work on those triggers, and you're kind of finding your way out. Like, you know, whenever I get triggered, what am I supposed to do? What is the next thing that I'm going to do? And that is something which is kind of bringing you guys into alignment. You know, you guys are now balancing, and those emotions and those fears and those anxiety, that will also start to balance. Okay, so you are kind of like far away from you're kind of moving your way towards reunion, I would say. Yeah, you're kind of moving your way towards reunion, and things are looking pretty good here. Continue to do your inner work. Don't get triggered, because both of you are getting triggered. To the Empress, the trigger is that feeling of loneliness, not reaching out. To the Emperor, the fight is with themselves, the ego, which is coming in the middle. Okay? And with this card, which says, loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. So you have to literally, you know, recycle the emotions, flush it out, loosen your grip, learn a coping mechanism. If I'm getting triggered, what am I supposed to do to get out of it? Okay, because clearly there is a healing energy which is coming through in the spread. So definitely there a healing is taking place, but it's just that you're just coming and going at the moment. Sometimes you're very positive about it, and sometimes you're like not so positive about it. You're like, oh, really, why do I have to go through all of this? Why can't I just have a normal relationship where I don't have to do all of this, you know? Because in a normal relationship, you won't be getting triggered this much, but here you are. So yeah. All right, pile number one. So this is what your twin flame current energy update is. All right. So I wish you all the love and light. Keep your inner work on, and things are looking good for you. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care till then. Bye-bye. Hey, pile two. So those of you, we are the Hathors. I'm not even trying to pronounce it correctly. And I don't want to. I don't know what is it. Okay. It's Hathors according to me. So let's just take this. So this is a collective who is far along in their journey. Perhaps they are in harmony with their twin flame as well. And now they're looking for their soul purpose. Like, what is it? Right? And let me tell you one thing. For with the number of clients that I've worked with, and to a lot of people that I'm talking to regarding this subject, which is twin flames, even after you get into reunion, the triggers will be there. They'll start to happen, you know, and sometimes you will feel that I think we have worked our way through this, but it will gonna surface again. So reunion doesn't mean a happy ending. It's still a long way to go, okay? It's still a long way to go. But once you come into the energies of unconditional love, where there are no expectations from the other person, where there is a healthy detachment, that is when you will going to recognize your own soul purpose, you know. Anyway, file number 2, twin flame current energy update for file number 2. So we have judgment. Judgment here represents awakening, spiritual awakening, ascension, you know, realization, epiphany. File number 2, what else do we have here? 5 of Wands. But there's still some sort of conflict which is coming out with your counterpart, with your divine counterpart. So like I said, the conflicts will be there. We have the Sun, sorry, the Lovers. Hold on. It's YouTube, and there are, I don't know what can happen. So it's better we stay a little bit cautious. Okay, what else is coming up? Way too many cards. We have 5 of Swords. So the relationship is more like good times, and then, you know, what do they say? Crests and troughs. The ups and downs are like going on. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's like, even though you are in harmony, even though you are in reunion, but it looks like some or the other conflict keeps on happening. But it doesn't look like the conflict which is kind of keeping you separate for a really long time. That is something which I'm not seeing there. You guys are still very much together, and the triggers that used to happen in the initial stages, they are not those that big of triggers. It is more like, it's more coming in the lines of who is having an upper hand in the relationship. You have to let go of your ego, and you have to let go of your pride, because I feel like someone is still holding on to the ego. Yeah. Let's see more. Clarify the judgment. 10 of Swords. This is basically a realization that all the bad things, all the separation, all the triggers that were actually coming into picture, that is now gone. That is now gone. And now we have come into reunion. We have awakened now. This is basically the past. Now this is basically the future which is going on. Okay. Clarify 5 of Wands. What are you guys still fighting on? The Sun. Okay. The Sun is also about egos. There is an ego clash. Definitely, there is an ego clash. If you guys are working towards your divine purpose collectively, it could be more like, I want to do things this way, and you are like, no, I want to do my things this way. And to some extent, what I feel here is that the feminines, and or basically the more spiritually awakened twin, would be a little bit calmer, and the one who's less awakened could be still having certain triggers to clear, you know. Clarify the Lovers. 2 of Cups. Yeah, you guys are fine. I mean, even if there are certain triggers, you guys know the way out, right? You guys literally know the way out. Let's see. 5 of Swords. This is Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the World. Now, what I feel here is that even though you try to come out of this ego, even though you try to escape them, even though you try to escape the fight still happens, the fight is still happening, and you guys are literally fighting over a project, perhaps, or something that you are building together. And there are a little bit of ego issues, there are a little bit of trust issues, which is basically coming to surface. But that's okay. That's okay. It will happen and it will go away. All right. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I wish you all the love and light, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care till then. Bye-bye. Hi, pile 3. So pile 3, you got the love. These are the people who are in their twin flame journeys, but they know that they are in the journey, but they're still not spiritually awakened yet. They still have conflicts. They are having codependency, emotional codependencies basically on each other. Conflict, separation is something which I can sense here, but things will be fine. Things will be better, okay? So let's just see what is coming through with your tarot. Pile number 3, their twin flame current energy, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords. It looks like you guys are ignoring yourself, Yes, you guys are ignoring yourself. What is actually staying or coming between you and your twin flame and you coming into the energies of self-love and focusing on yourself with the Nine of Pentacles energies, basically your inner work, your spirituality, your own wisdom about what this connection is about. You feel trapped, but in reality, this connection is not about feeling trapped. This connection is about letting go of the feeling of being trapped. You see what I'm saying, guys? It feels like with the Queen of Wands energy is basically a beautiful energy where someone knows their self-worth, right? With Knight of Cups energy, you guys are too much focused on what the other person is doing, and when the reunion will happen, when the proposal will come in, etc., etc. You guys are too much focused on those energies. With the Hierophant energy, of course, there has to be a spirituality, inner work, wisdom has to come into place, okay? With Nine of Pentacles energy, wisdom about what? Wisdom not about love, wisdom about what do you have to work on so that you can become independent emotionally, financially, and you become successful. But right now, what you're doing is you're choosing to just mind yourself. You're feeling trapped. But in reality, this connection is not about feeling trapped, okay? Let's just check what else is coming. Clarify Queen of Wands. Two of Wands. It's about choosing the better thing. Whether you would want to continue to feel stuck, continue to obsess over your divine counterpart, or you would just want to get out there and do something about it. Clarify Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. Focusing on the reunion, focusing on when we're going to see them next. Making and, trying to control the outcomes. That is what I'm coming here. You really have to surrender here, guys. What I feel here. Surrendering is something which is needed, because here, with you got the love, is basically a confirmation that this will going to happen. But you have to let go of your codependencies. You have to let go of your boundaries. Nothing good is going to come out of it. Clarify the Hierophant. The Hermit. See, it's all aligning. Hermit is about enlightenment, something that's within, isolating yourself, and then finding out the answers yourself, looking within, inner work. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups here means self-love, building up healthy boundaries, setting up your own routine, focusing on your finances, focusing on what you have to do, right? Clarify Eight of Swords. King of Cups. The funny thing is that, it's not a funny thing, but the amazing thing is that in all the piles, I have gotten the counterparts. It's Empress and the Emperor, then King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, here the Queen of Cups and King of Cups. I mean, the way the narration goes and the cards that come out, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. It's sometimes, you know, I know that these are the channel messages which are coming through, but then I'm also amazed by the results that lays down on the table. So here, those of you who are watching this pile and you're resonating with this pile, you guys have to literally start focusing on yourself. There is something within you that you're feeling trapped. You're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to make things happen. It doesn't work that way. You have to focus on yourself. You have to do your inner work, and that's when things will going to align for you. Okay, you guys? So that's it. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you all the love and light, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.